𝗬𝗪 Taproom is the place to play indoor golf in Worcester. Featuring 5 bays with brand new 𝗦𝗲𝗄𝗃 laser simulators and over 16,000 courses to choose from, including local courses, you're guaranteed to tee off comfortably on your favorite course any time of the year. 𝗬𝗪 Taproom also hosts indoor golf leagues year-round so you can grow as a player and have fun rain or shine. Great food, great drinks, and reasonable rates. Navigate to 𝗬𝗪taproom.com to book a bay today. Say hi to Todd, Doreen, and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you.
Great teams don't happen by chance. They're built on trust, teamwork, and people who show up when it matters. At Massive Staffing Solutions, we connect people with opportunity and businesses with reliable talent. And we're proud to support the local communities and organizations that bring people together. Massive Staffing Solutions. People first, community always.
No job is too big or too small for Worcester's best signage and display crew. 𝗦𝗘𝗃𝗧𝗏 are experts in signage, banners, large format printing, vinyl lettering, and more. With work featured all over New England, they will understand your needs better than any competitor, guaranteed. If you're looking for a local business that truly cares about quality, 𝗦𝗘𝗃𝗧𝗏 is here for you. Check out their Facebook page or visit them online at 𝗦𝗘𝗃𝗧𝗏.com. Who's just tuning in, who has been following along, or is joining us for the very first time, Fred Krueger has won Week 1 and Week 2. Currently leading the pack, he is a monster of a player, and Mark Rudge actually outside on that first start.
Yeah, we play PDC Bowl here, so it's either in or out, and that one is definitely in. So, Fred Krueger going to start us off here.
Yeah, and Freddie's been on a tear. I mean, he has been averaging well above 80, sometimes 90, sometimes 100. Fred Krueger is a CDC card tour holder, or tour card holder, excuse me. He knows how to play high-level darts, and he is not familiar. Sorry, I'm just messing up all my sayings tonight. He is not unfamiliar with blowing up that triple 20 bed, finding that ton in the first visit.
Yeah, his scoring and his finishing has just been phenomenal, and we're going to see if he can continue that trend of starting the day with a lower, I say 82 as if it's a lower average, but going all the way up from an 82 to a 90 in his 3 matches that he's played. So he's going to look to continue that against Rudge. And he's not able to find the triple. A rare triple-less visit from Fred Krueger.
Does Fred throw spinny flight darts?
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think so, but I could be wrong on that one.
I could swear that those things are moving around as Rudge locks down a 70 score, which is a good visit there. And, you know, sometimes, and we've seen this, the hardware that all these guys throw is so drastically different. The spinning flights and whatnot do protect against deflections, and I think they are moving around a little bit.
They definitely are. Yeah, so I don't think they're like hard spinny, like spinner stems. I think he just throws fit flights, and they do rotate like when they hit something. But Rudge in triple with his first dart, and he's been kind of banging that rhythm player where if he finds that first one, he's just going to keep them flowing and keep them moving. So let's see if the scoring keeps up with Fred here.
Yeah, and Rudge, again, if for everybody who's forgetting the Season 3 finals, Rudge had a heck of a run last season, making it all the way to the finals, like I said, out of nowhere. I mean, I think he took out Ron Sargent in the opening game. I forget his run, but Rudge can come out and surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, he ended up going through Ron Sargent, who was also on a tear that season. He just got the best of him and moved his way into the finals against Tom Curtin, where he was bested, but still a semifinalist.
A little bit of a factoid as Fred knocks in that ton. From Derek Banner in the chat says, Fred beat Andy Jenkins in 2007 at the World Series of Darts at the Mohegan Sun. Wow, yep. That's quite a player. That's quite an accomplishment.
Well, I've been saying this whole time that he throws professional level darts. He's been throwing consistently like over 90 averages, which hangs in professional darts.
Yeah.
You see it, yeah, it might not be the top 5 in the world, but it's going to beat a lot of those lower-ranking players as he finds another triple here.
Yeah, and for everybody who has been tuning in and watching along with the Worcester Premier League this season, it has been an absolute treat being able to watch Fred Krueger do his thing on the board. He is pushing everybody that much harder, knowing that he is, well, the big dog to beat. It's not enough there for Mark Rudge. Gets his score down, but Fred already looking at double 12. And it looks like he's just high on that first dart, so wants a minor adjustment. Needs to try and move it over a little bit here. Can't get it done. Curiosity from Fred Krueger as he has a very rare miss on a double.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic of him. So can Rudge set himself up? It looks like it's only going to be a 58. So Fred coming back for this 24. You don't expect him to miss many.
Eyeballing it, lining it up here, having to go across now to double 6. Not a fan of the line, wants to try and bring it inside. And looks like he's still outside, so this isn't something that we've seen these past 2 weeks. Rare missed opportunities at doubles, and this is an opportunity for Mark Rudge.
And this is another one where we didn't see many opportunities like wasted last season for Tom Curtin, and he started missing a lot of doubles last game. Are we going to start seeing a lot of missed doubles from Fred? And he's not able to pin it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he leaves himself the 40. It looked like he was aiming at that double, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Fred finally takes out that first leg. He pretty deserved that leg. He was far ahead, had his chances at doubles, and just doesn't quite capitalize.
And this is something that I don't think that you've experienced from my point of view, commentating the WPL these past 2 seasons. As you get into the middle of the season, you really start to see who has those extra gears, because as we get into the middle weeks, you start to get these really weird series, really weird games where the averages all of a sudden just plummet out of nowhere. It's the middle of the season. Everyone's fighting for points. Everyone realizes how important they are. Great 96 from Fred. But sometimes keeping that going over week, that's a very hard thing to accomplish.
Oh, 100%. And the amount of darts that these guys play is tremendous. They're playing almost every day of the week. Like, you can't be perfect all the time. So it's just
you are, Nick.
Oh, that is far from the truth. So
don't know what to say now, huh?
The question is, who can maintain their mental and get themselves back in it when they start missing? Like, Fred is starting to find these trips again, even though he was missing a few. But can Rudge keep himself in it? We know Rudge can score really heavily. He finds the trip, and he goes just high. It's a well-thrown dart, but an 85, and he's hanging with the scoring.
Yeah, and Rudge is, I think a little factoid about Rudge is that he almost never, ever switches his hardware. Is he back on his original darts, hardware?
He's throwing the Josh Rocks. He's been throwing them. That looks like a 1-2-3 from Fred Krueger.
Great darts from Fred Krueger.
As he starts to pick up this scoring power.
Oh, Bernie in the chat says, hi, Marty, and hi, Nick. Correcting his mistake from last week where he only said hi to you.
Don't acknowledge Marty. He doesn't exist. He's not a real person.
Hey, Bernie, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. But Freddie trying to just keep this march on towards the end of the leg. Well, marching on and moving at a good pace here. Finds that trip 19. Again, it really has been an absolute pleasure being able to watch Fred Krueger do what he does on the board. It is masterful when he is scoring well.
Yeah, those switches to the trip 19s have been crazy. But a good visit, a 100 from Rudge, but it isn't going to be enough. So Fred's going to have 6 starts to take out this 104.
Yeah, lines it up now. Looks like he's going to be starting on those 18s. Wants to stay there for the triple. Not able to lock it down, so we'll be making a slight adjustment over to those 20s. Not able to find the triple. Still a good visit, though, because there's no pressure coming from Mark Rudge anytime soon.
Yeah, so all you got to be thinking is just get the doubles, get them in clean. Don't start missing a bunch and messing around, because Rudge is trapping you on the shoulder now. So he's finding the scoring, and he's now sitting on 76. So 48 for Krueger. He goes into the 8, so double 20. Can he sneak one in there? He goes just low. So that is another missed dart from Krueger, but he is able to correct it.
Yeah, the double 20s are such a reliable haven for Freddie, and they have been these past 2 weeks, continue to be so now. But then again, he's almost like Luke Littler, where if he doesn't nail that double 20, the double 10 is almost just as reliable. Doesn't prefer that way, obviously wants to hit the double 20, but again, his outer ring skills have just been so proficient, it almost seems like any chance he has a look at it, it's going to go.
I think it speaks to his cover shooting, though. His moving around the board is just fantastic. It doesn't faze him to have to move from one side of the board to the other. He's just so consistently able to put it where he needs to put it. Rudge looking like a 45 there. Gonna go a little wide. So doesn't punish the Fred Krueger low visit on his first. So now Fred looking to take back control of this one. And he finds dead center of that trip 20. And he finds another one in there. Can he sneak a third? He can. It looks like a big 180 from Fred Krueger. He punishes the poor visit from Mark Rudge.
Yeah, that's a fantastic visit, but Rudge looking to come firing right back. Looks like finds that third one. Not sure if the first one is in. We'll find out in just a moment. It is a big 1-3-6, so great follow-up from Mark Rudge. But again, once Fred starts to play with the lead, he very rarely lets it go, finds that big second dart, looking to stay there, stay across, finds the big ton. And again, it just goes to show that if Fred starts out poor, he is sure as heck not going to stay down at the 60 average range for very long.
Yeah, he's been really good at keeping his composure and realigning himself, getting it to where he needs to be. And Rudge is not throwing some bad darts here. He's just being outscored. But a 1, he drags it in. Certainly will straighten it out after that one. No, he kicks in.
Wow.
Wow, 2 1s. I think he's even shocked that he wasn't able to sneak one straight. Might move downstairs as those 2 hanging down. He does, and that's the cover shooting we were talking about. That's him being able to move around the board and feel confident wherever he goes.
So he punched in 59.
Yeah, 57, 1-1. That makes 59.
You know what? I'm not paying attention. Ladies and gentlemen, just goes to show that I am a robot. I am not actually watching the game. I'm actually an AI agent. Just happens to be really good at commentating darts. Fred Krueger not able to go upstairs and find that 20. Oh, people are going to be so confused. My goodness. But that was 100% agree. That was a great cover shot from Fred Krueger.
Yeah. It was a great visit. He's able to find the triple when he couldn't find the trip 20 because he was blocked. So Rudge probably just going to stay there. And he goes wide. He will be on a finish, but Krueger sitting on 70 is a pretty common shot for him. He's pretty in his range as he finds the trip 10 with his first dart, goes upstairs for tops, and he goes low again. But double 20 has been his friend. Double 10 has been his friend. He goes inside.
His friend has betrayed him here. The double 10 does not go, so he will leave himself double 5. Mark Rudge took out a 150 in the previous game. It's 151 is not going to go. But he will take a big bite out of it and drops his score down by quite a considerable sum, leaving himself 70. And this is Fred right here. He just wants to find this double, does so in the first dart. It's a clean sweep in the opening set, and that's exactly what you want as Freddie. No messing about on that double 5 and get awkward real fast. 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗇 Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards, accessories and apparel, to luck of the draws and events, 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗇 Darts does it all to support the community they truly understand and love. Trusted by everyone, from players just starting out to state league champions, if you need to stock up on supplies or are just looking for a good time, look no further than 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗇 Darts. Be sure to follow them on Facebook to stay up to date and tell them the WPL sent you.
Days End Tavern is Oxford's hometown sports bar, always serving up great times, great drinks, and great vibes. Always open for the biggest games. Come for the people, stay for the dart leagues, pool leagues, trivia nights, live music, and so much more going on every week. Come as friends, leave as family. How every hometown bar should be. Head on down to Days End Tavern in Oxford today. Since 2014, US Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. Their catalog runs deep, including custom team uniforms, embroidered corporate wear, spirit wear, and promotional items. If you want it branded, they have the tools and the people to get the job done right. So if you're looking for unmatched quality, customer service, and quick turnaround time on your project, head down to Marlboro or give US Sports and Apparel a call. Again, if you're looking for gear that works as hard as you do, trust in US Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
Yeah, and the scoring has been really good from him, so it's been separating himself from Rudge. And even though he misses one visit, he's sure as hell not missing the second one. And it looks like Rudge in there with the 60, solid visit. But when you're playing a guy like Fred Krueger, 60's not going to cut it.
No, and we'll see what he does here in this opening salvo from his darts. Again, just barely missing that triple 20 bed. Wants this minor correction. And again, he is so good at moving across the board. It's insane as he finds the big 1-3-5 to correct the mistake of that first dart. And again, if you're Mark Rudge, I mean, you're up against it here. You've got to start producing some big visits and fast.
Yeah, and that 30, 45? 45 is not going to be enough. Fred just going to look to widen this gap and just absolutely pummel down the points. And he goes just low. He might go downstairs as those are blocked, and he does, and he just misses that trip 19. So a 59 scored from Fred.
Oh, Fred scored 59 there.
Hey, good job. I'm glad you were able to pick that one up.
I was paying attention that time, everybody. Mark Rudge looking to pick up a big visit there, finds the big third.
finds 70, and that's good enough right here. I mean, it's a tap on the shoulder, but Fred, again, if he just finds one good dart, might be a tough blocker to get around. Here's he. Extends the arm over so masterfully, going downstairs. This is math at play, finds the big 99. Tom was actually talking to us last week about how well Fred knows his math. He certainly knows his way from 300 down the board. Mark Rudge looking to find something to save the visit. Does. Ready 208.
Well, when you're playing at the level that these guys play at, and especially Fred playing against professional dart players, being as well accoladed as he is, you have to know how to count because it'll ruin you. Guys are not going to give you second chances if you mess up. But he's going to set himself up good here with an 80. So 128 left. We'll start on the 18s when he comes back. Well, depending on what Rudge leaves here, he doesn't have to go for the 18, but Fred is a little bit of a showman, and he likes to go for these fun visits and wants to put on a show.
Yeah, even when we don't ask him, he wants to do them anyway because he's just that type of player. He also loves the momentum of hitting those big shots.
So I expect an 18 here. He gets the 18. I expect the trip 20 just out of pure showmanship.
Oh,
and
my
does
goodness.
he find the bowl? Yes, he does. A 128. The showmanship from Fred, the points, and it's just some great stuff. Doesn't need to go for it, but just the exclamation point on it. Just some really good stuff from Fred.
What a take there from Fred Krueger. Excellence on the center of the board as he continues his march well towards the end of the game here, looking to drop a dart in. Looks like he's not able to find it just above the wire, finding the space in between. What do you do if you're Mark Rudge here?
All you can do is focus on yourself. You can't focus on what he's doing. You have to focus on what you're doing. And all you do is just try to stay smooth. The worst thing you can do is tense up and get really anxious about what's going on. You got to know that you're the underdog in this match, so just throw your darts and let them go where they're going to go. Fred able to find the 140. The pressure is just mounting on Rudge. He's running out of places to hide, and you can see it in his darts as he's not able to keep it straight. 45 is just
Fred's beginning to
close.
motor here. I mean, he's beginning to motor, and we've seen this time and time again so far this season that once he starts finding that line, he starts locking in, remembering how these darts are supposed to fly. He's a hard guy to bully off these triple 20s. I mean, even though he missed right there, it's a great miss with that grouping.
Yeah, and I think as long as he keeps his darts straight like that, he's going to do some great stuff. 2 triples found for Rudge there. It looks like he found...
No way is that in.
Wow, so is it a one... Oh, only a 39? I'm sorry. I don't know what I just saw there, but it looked a lot better than that.
Even I could have sworn that at least one dart was in that trip 19 bed.
I thought I was looking at a 135 there. That's what it looked like to me. But Rudge coming back 392, and that is a very defeated visit. A very defeated visit from Rudge.
Circle it, as they would say. And Fred Krueger 181 now. Again, under no. Well, there's the one.
It's intentional. We went over this. That they throw those intentional ones.
Finds the trip 20 there. I mean, just wants to keep it going. Finds the big 2 treble visit. So the one was intentional. And man, oh man, I mean, leaving himself 60. What a visit.
You're not learning. The one is intentional every time. It's every single time it's come up. It's been on purpose. And Rudge doing very little to really put pressure on Fred here. 60 to go. And he's going to try to find tops for the first time this match. And that looks like a good guide. Just knock it right in. Oh, and he goes just high. So 2 more missed darts for Fred.
And he's been playing very well these past couple of legs to bring his average back up to about the 80 mark. But for Mark Rudge, you're so far back because the scoring hasn't been there. I mean, you have to keep yourself composed, but you have a feeling that you're not coming back from that visit as Fred lines up this double 20, wants to find it first dart. Again, slightly high, so corrections to be made. Finds it with the second dart and just about dead center. And now 5 legs on the spin. Mark Rudge, just give us one.
He hasn't really felt like super out of it besides that one leg, really. He's not been playing bad. That one leg was some rough scoring, and it looks like an 85 found from Rudge. He hasn't played terrible. He's just not finding the scoring and giving himself chances. He's had 0 darts at a double. He's not had 1 dart at a double this whole match because of the scoring difference. Fred has just been that efficient at hitting the trip 20.
Yeah, and I think Steve Krikorian actually stated the same thing in his first round game tonight against Fred, where in that first set he had no looks at a double. Second set he started to get those chances, but once Fred gets rolling, again, he's just a hard man to bully off the score, and if you don't go toe-to-toe with him in the scoring department, you're going to be in a real bad spot real fast.
If you're consistently not having triples in your visits, it's going to ruin you against him. A guy like him, he's not going to let you get away with it. So, like, he has very few triple-less visits of his own. That's a great first dart from Rudge, and he looks like he kicks into the trip 5, and you can see the frustration there. Nick, is it time for glasses on what? The one that I thought was a 1-3, I don't know, 1-3-5. Listen,
Normanton giving you the business, man.
Yeah, right?
Fred, not a great visit there, only finding 40. So this is an opportunity here for Mark Rudge. Again, if you're in this position as a dart player, you just want to get one. You never know what starts to happen when you find one. Good visit there from Mark Rudge, pushing the ball forward. Freddie, 301, he can do it. He can start pushing the score down, just needs to find one triple now.
Yeah, and so Fred not going to leave a finish no matter what. The 100 doesn't leave a finish, so Mark is going to have his shot to try to get first to a double, and he's going to have to follow one up here, and he's not going to do it because of that. It's just not going to find it.
You can see the frustration in Rudge there. I mean, even he couldn't believe that one didn't want to go.
But it's not only that. You have to start thinking that's just a miscount because you got to go downstairs on that last dart to leave 164 because, look it, Fred's going to punish you. You're not going to get another visit. And it looks like an 93 scored.
You know, every time you say or you have to count, Brandon Norman's going to be waiting in the chat, man.
Listen, it just comes down to whether or not I can see if it's in the trip or not. And, man, an 83 for Rudge. So he will get down to a finish, but is Fred even going to give it to him? It doesn't look like it. Shanghai on the 18s to close this match out. Double 18 for the win. Oh, and he clatters into his dart, and you can see it. He's like, oh, man. As it just clatters well inside, but it was a well-thrown dart. Just caught the flight.
Yeah, and Rudge is not going to have the opening dart here, so looking to 12. The second dart just throws a big wrench in any sort of saving plan that he had there. Just trying to clean it up. Fred, he had that 120 look last week to close out the game. Not able to get it done here. Wants the double 9, gets it done. So Freddie Krueger, 6 legs on the spin, wraps it up in quick succession against Mark Rudge. That's just a tough game, again, if you're Mark Rudge, but congratulations on getting the points.
𝗬𝗪 Taproom is the hub of darts in central Massachusetts. With close to 30 dartboards to play on and the biggest Friday luck of the draw around, you're guaranteed to see some friends or make some new ones every time you stop in. Additionally, 𝗬𝗪 Taproom hosts many Worcester Dart League and Minuteman Dart League teams in all divisions, making it fun and inviting for a wide range of players and skill levels. If you're looking to develop your game, why not try and play in one of the many weekly leagues from cricket to long format 501? You're going to grow as a player and have fun doing it. So if you're serious about darts, stop by 𝗬𝗪 Taproom as soon as you can. Say hi to Todd and Doreen and the rest of the staff. They'll be sure to take good care of you. 𝗬𝗪 Taproom, 70 James Street in Worcester. See you there.